Time to talk about another Shudder exclusive. Today we're going to be talking about the movie Shook. It was released sometime this month in February 2021. It was produced by Tara L. Erning and written and directed by Jennifer Harrington, who's also done films like Housekeeping, Bogalusa Charm, Dark Mountain, and The Changing of the Guard. So, she only has like a few films. So yeah, Shook is a dark horror thriller. Um, yeah, where it takes basically a whole pile of premises of other movies and shoves them all together. Um, so it has a great opening scene of a typical slasher film. It's about a girl who's obsessed with social media and is always trying putting herself out there and not really thinking about like others and her family and stuff like that. And she's very obsessed with like being in the limelight basically. And so the opening scene, you follow someone similar, and it's like a slasher opening. So they have a cool kill scene in the beginning of like this random girl who gets like a high heel through the jaw and stuff. That's pretty interesting. I thought that was pretty cool. And then you meet the main character. I think her name's like Ashley or something. But yeah. And she's like I said, she's obsessed with social media, and it's think it takes place in the present time, so she's like doing it. But she said she'll look after her sister's dog while her sister's off helping their mother, who's sick. And basically, the setup for this film is pretty well done. And then it kicks off sort of like when a stranger calls type deal, where it'll be she gets like a random message from a random person out them on like Facebook, and then gets random calls from a neighbor, supposedly, and stuff, and it basically transpires into things start not adding up. It's like a big puzzle for her. It's basically her friends are kidnapped and they're gonna be tortured or killed. Same with dogs. There's a dog killer out there, and yeah. And as the story progresses, everything amplifies and it gets pretty dark. And then all of a sudden, they halfway through they throw a twist at you, and then it's just a barrage of twists and turns in the film that constantly make you guess like which way it's gonna go. But yeah, it's your generic dark thriller type deal of people being put in make this decision, or you die, or your friends die, or family dies and stuff. It's nothing new. It's pretty generic and stereotypical these days in film, modern films anyways. And yeah, so it has quite the slasher feel to it though, which is nice. It's been a while since like I've seen like a new genuine almost slasher type feel type film. Like I said, it has like a when a stranger calls sort of like aesthetic to it, but they also throw in like a whole pile of other films that has almost like a Saw, like you didn't think this, you're too like self-conscious of yourself, not thinking of others, so this person's going to pay for it type deal, just like they do with the Saw traps and stuff. It takes a little bit of everything of like thrillers and horror films and mixes it all together. And yeah, it has a dark atmosphere, which is good, and the acting's not that bad. But overall, this film destroys itself basically. It starts off strong, and just like with all the twists and turns and stuff, it just fizzles out into a jumbled mess, and it gets pretty boring and a little bit predictable and just like uninteresting almost by the end. So like the first like half I'd say is good, and then there's none. But once like you see the first twist, and then you can sort of predict how it's gonna go. They try to set up something different and like fake outs and stuff, and it doesn't really go that well, especially if you're seasoned like horror thriller watcher like I am. But overall, it is pretty basic. It's nothing new. There's a whole pile of bits and pieces from other films shoved together in a quick film. So yeah, there's nothing really original about it, and this is a big like hit and a miss for Shudder, I think. Again, yeah. So with that, like I like this one probably as much as I like Host. I did not like that one. I don't even think I actually reviewed that, but yeah, that one I didn't like either. So like this one is not was I didn't find it good. Like I thought some of the humor was funny and stuff, but like most of it is just generic stuff you've seen before, and it didn't know where to go or what to do. It was just a convoluted mess. And but the it's one of those movies where you see like the text show up like right in the side of the screen, or like right there, and yeah, pop up. So like it's like if I was texting, you see the text show up right here. But yeah, and it's like that constantly, and I'll um have like someone posted a picture and it'll show up on the back wall or something like that while she's looking at it. So you can sort of see what she's seeing and stuff. Like I know it's like more of an artistic look, but it's kind of off-putting, I thought, for the films. I hate it when movies do that. And overall, I just thought it was wasn't that great. If I was going to rate this one, I'm going to give this one a 1 out of 5. It was pretty boring, dull, and just a waste of time, I thought. So yeah, Shook, not really worth it in my opinion. So, but if you like dark thrillers and like mind games and like trying to figure out things and then having a lot of cool twists and turns in the movies, you might find this one enjoyable a bit. And also, if you like slashers, you might find certain aspects of this film interesting too. So, it's not for everyone, but it's for some people, I think. I see mixed reviews of this, so yeah, give it a go if you want to. Choose link down below, like always. It's on Shudder. This is not sponsored by them, by the way. This is just me. So I was just curious to see what it was, and yep, I'm just saying what I think of it. So yeah, it wasn't for me. So yeah, like I said, trailers down below. My Instagram's always linked down below too. I post clips of films I'm going to review in on my story, and I also put the title of the film and a hashtag somewhere in the video clip. I hide it just for fun, so you can either guess what I'm watching, or if you're just curious to see what I'm watching, follow me on Instagram to stay in the loop, because that's where I post everything. And also, I do try to put the subgenres of film in there too, in case it's something you're not interested in or something you're aware of it. So, yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram to stay in the loop. Like this video, share it so more people are aware, and it might not be for them and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, comment your opinions down below of this video, of the film as well. If you've seen it, I'd love to hear what you thought of it. And if you have any other films that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them, and if I can find them. And don't forget to subscribe, because you never know what I'm going to talk about next. So I think I might be doing a big one next. So yeah, we'll see though. All right, till the next review. Cheers.